Hello my dear students. So today we will start a new chapter, acid, base and salt. So here it is very easy chapter. There is nothing to understand very much. Okay, just you need to memorize, read and memorize this chapter. So here just first thing that in previous classes also you learned the definition. So first I am saying the definition of acid. Acid is what? Acid is a thing which contains H plus, and bases which contains OH minus. Similarly, okay. So that has named by the Lavoisier and Davy studied the term acids and bases and salt scientific lines. Their findings is this, okay, and you will learn the Arrhenius theory for acid also, which will generate H plus in solution, that is called acid, and which will generate OH minus, that is called base. Okay, so here first thing here, that element compound with in a fixed ratio to form a compound, okay, and that compounds are generally acid, base and salts. So or not all acids we have tested, okay, in the world all the acid is present, because they are not means all are not friendly, okay, all are not in same characteristics. Some acids are harmful, some are useful, okay. So that is the thing. And acid bases are differentiated by indicator, okay. Indicator is used to separate them, okay. Indicator which showing a different color in acid and another color in base, and by this way you can understand a unknown solution has given to you, you can understand that solution is acid or base. So definition of base, you can see either metallic oxide. Metallic oxides are basic character and non-metallic oxides are acidic, okay. Acidic oxides in periodic table you have the idea, so that all idea will need here, okay. Acid will give H plus, and non-metallic oxides, okay, they will dissolve in water to form acid. And for the bases you can say that metallic oxides are act like base, and hydroxides, okay, means those are having OH minus. OH minus means hydroxides, you can say metallic hydroxides also. Now salts are chemical compound, they are formed by interaction of acid and base. So first we will learn acid and base. So here first come to the acid, that you see here that it come from the name Latin word acidus, okay, which means sour. So the taste of acid, any acidic substance also that it's sour. And there is two types of acids, you can say organic, inorganic. Inorganic means those are prepared in lab, and organic means a lab or minerals, okay, we will extract it from minerals. And organic means from the living body, okay, naturally occurring, they are called organic acid. And here is the examples: acetic acid in lemon, you can see there is the orange and lemon, there is citric acid. And butyric acid in rancid butter, okay, in gastric juice, in our stomach gastric juice which contain hydrochloric acid, okay. And similarly malic acid, these are examples where the different acids are present. Uric acid present in the urine, it is very important also, 1 mark question can come, so everybody remember this table. Now come to, these are the mineral acids, mineral organic acids, and there is some also inorganic acids. And hydrogen is common in all acids, okay. Acid are defined as compound which contain one or more hydrogen atom, and when dissolve in water produce hydronium ion, okay. When dissolve in water produce hydronium ion. Okay, here is the examples. Here you can see HCl, by taking a simple example, hydrochloric acid for which formula is HCl, so which will dissolve in water to form H plus and Cl minus ion. One is you can see that hydrogen ion and chloride ion. That hydrogen ion further hydrolyzed or further hydrated and form hydronium ion. H3O plus is hydronium ion and normal H plus is called hydrogen ion, and this is called chloride ion. So here the another acids, how they will hydrolyze, you can see in water they will form hydronium ion and their constituent negative ion. Okay, negative ion means polyatomic ion, negative polyatomic ion, nitrate, sulfate, acetate, all you know. Okay, so there is nothing to understand. There is some class. Now come to the classification. Classification organic, inorganic, I already explained, which are obtained from plants and called plants and human body means generally from living organisms, they are called organic acid. They are oxalic acid, acetic acid, formic acid, remember their formula. Okay, and the organic acids are weak acids. Okay, they are not strong, but inorganic acids are very strong. Here the inorganic acid, hydrochloric acid and sulfuric acid and nitric acid, okay, they are strong acid. One thing you just remember, carbonic acid is a weak mineral acid. Okay, carbonic acid, and it turns blue litmus pink. So students, remember this thing, litmus is a indicator, litmus. Okay, litmus paper is present, you can buy also in market, it is available. That paper, normal paper, which will uh, blue litmus turn red in acid and red litmus turn blue in base. Okay, if you have a litmus paper, blue litmus paper, if you just give 2 drop of lemon juice on it, it will turn converted into red. Okay, so by this way, that is a indicator. Okay, so carbonic acid is a weak mineral acid, that's why it convert blue into pink, not red. Okay, so in between blue, red and pink, in between this type of color will come. Okay, uh, and it is non-corrosive, used in soft drinks. So which is used in soft drinks, that is carbonic acid, you remember this thing. After that, acid which contains oxygen along with the hydrogen, they are called and some other element are oxyacids. Okay, nitric acid, sulfuric acid, they are called oxyacids. Okay, hydracids means which will contain hydrogen and a non-metallic element. So remember this thing, which is oxyacids and hydracids. Okay, hydracids mean one hydrogen and constituent negative ion means non-metallic element. Okay, and inorganic, organic, inorganic. Okay, and inorganic acid is naming two type. I think you can understand, there is nothing to and second point is that the category is depending on their basicity. Basicity means, students, suppose HCl, when it will dissolve, it will form H plus and Cl minus. So one H plus means it is monobasic. Okay, so number of H plus provided by that acid, how many H plus it will produce, that is called the basicity. Okay, so here you can see these are the dibasic, H2SO4, H2CO3, 2 hydrogen is there. So when they will ionize, they will form 2 hydronium ion or 2 H plus ion. So they are dibasic. Monobasic is HCl. Okay, acetic acid are monobasic, you can say. Okay, so that is the thing, monobasic here, dibasic here. Okay, dibasic, you read the definition, acids which on ionization in water produce 2 hydronium ion. Okay, 2 hydronium ion or 2 hydrogen ion, 2 hydrogen ion means 2 hydrogen will further hydrolyze to produce hydronium ion. Okay, so it is easy, there is nothing to understand. Remember the all equations, these equations are very important. Suppose sodium hydroxide with sulfuric acid, okay, that is salt, acid salt, normal salt. Okay, here you can see dibasic acid have 2 replaceable hydrogen ion. You can see here one single replacement happen, that's why H2SO4. So it is dibasic, so 2 hydrogen is present. It can ionize like this way, one is HSO4 minus, sorry, one HSO4 minus plus H plus. Okay, means H plus plus HSO4 minus, one in this way, another you can see 2H plus plus SO4 2 minus. Understand? So see, H2SO4 can dissociate in two way. 2H plus SO4 2 minus or 1H plus HSO4 minus. So when this dissociation happens, and of course these types of dissociation happens depending on the temperature and the condition of the reaction. If the reaction condition in that way that H2SO4 will dissociate like this way and sodium is present in the solution, then it will produce sodium NaHSO4, sodium bisulfate. Okay, H means bi term is coming. Okay, and if these types of this below type of ionization happens, then it will form Na2SO4, that is sodium sulfate. Okay, that is written over here. Okay, one is sodium bisulfate and above below is sodium sulfate. So two types dissociation happens, that means two types of product also will obtain, and of course that will depend on the condition of this of that reaction. So another is called acid salt. Why acid salt? Because H is present. Okay, why this is called acid salt? Because you can see one H is inside the salt. And why it is called salt? Because the reaction between a base and a acid. Okay, so student, here also how example of a salt you can understand. When you learn salt, you can give this example also over there, because this is reaction of acid and base and form of salt. Now come to the tribasic acid, that is phosphoric acid. Remember the examples in exam sometime is to come, give an example of tribasic acid, phosphoric acid. Okay, here also reaction of phosphoric acid with sodium hydroxide. Okay, normal salt will hydrogen monosodium dihydrogen phosphate will produce, because single three types of dissociation happens here. The three you can see, first one replaceable H hydrogen, then second, then third. When three hydrogen replaced, then it will form PO4 3 minus. Above 2, that's why HPO4 2 minus. The above 1, that's why H2PO4 minus. Okay, these three types of dissociation happens as it is tribasic acid. So here it is. Then direct come to the preparation of acids. Okay, synthesis. Synthesis, you know, action of non-metallic oxides with water, that is see all non-metallic oxide, SO2, SO3, CO2, P2O5. Okay, non-metallic, sulfur is non-metal, carbon is non-metal, phosphorus is non-metal. So all acidic oxide or non-metallic oxide when treated with water, they will form the acid. Okay, respected acid. SO3, that's why H2SO4. CO2 means H2CO3. Okay, you need to remember the name of the acids, then by getting the that all are you need to memorize. Okay, and all is vice versa, means if you remember the name of the acid, then automatically you can understand the ion. Suppose H2SO4, so you know H2SO4 will coming from SO3 or SO4, SO2. Okay, sulfur dioxide gas is there, non-metallic oxides with water, it will produce H2SO4. This is also mixed with water, produce H2SO4. Okay, so that is the thing you need to remember. And similarly some another process, another process means here by second process, that is the non-metallic oxide. First process is by synthesis. Okay, direct synthesis means direct addition of two gas, suppose hydrogen and chlorine, hydrogen and bromine. HBr also a acid, H2S also acidic. Okay, third process is by the oxidation of non-metal. Okay, oxidation of non-metal, you can see HNO3 is oxidizing acids. Okay, act as a oxidizing agent also. Maybe you are thinking, sir, we are preparing an acid and we are using another acid. Yes, because HNO3 here, it is a it is act like a reactant, reagent. Okay, which is a oxidizing agent. It will oxidize the non-metal sulfur and phosphorus to their acid. Okay, so here nitric acid is a oxidizing agent. You remember this thing, you have study of compound. Okay, you after this chapter you have the study of compounds. There you learn about sulfuric acid, hydrochloric acid, nitric acid. Okay, and ammonia. These four study of compounds are there. There are also lots of reaction you need to remember, so it's better to make a chart in your copy with all the reaction right over there. Okay, and systematically you memorize that day by every day. Once you just look at that reactions, otherwise there is no way to remember the chemistry reactions. Okay, it is quite tough. Mm. Mm. So now come to the properties of acid. Properties of acid, physical properties, you know, acid sour in taste, okay, and their state, you can see only boric acid in solid phase, other most of they are in liquid, and some of them exist in both liquid and gas. Their effect on skin, okay. Student, up to this portion first class, okay, next class I will uh, okay, no, I will complete here. So here just read this. If you feel problem, you will call me, I can explain you. Now coming to the chemical properties of acid. Here reaction with active metal, acid react with active metal to form their chloride and hydrogen gas, okay. That you must remember. And nitric acid is very strong oxidizing agent. That's why extremely dilute 1% nitric acid is used to produce hydrogen. Otherwise, if nitric acid is not diluted, strong nitric acid, it will convert H2 into H2O, okay. Means it will oxidize hydrogen gas also. The hydrogen gas will produce, that will further oxidized by the nitric acid, okay. So that's why another two generally three acid present in your class. So that's why three acid reaction is there: HCl, H2SO4, HNO3. HCl, H2SO4 will generate hydrogen gas, but for HNO3, extremely dilute HNO3 is used. That reaction is very important for exam purpose. You remember this thing, okay. And action of dilute acid on salt, they are also they are the salt, you can say calcium carbonate and calcium bicarbonate. Acid react with acid to form their chloride, water and carbon dioxide. Just remember this thing: when carbonate or bicarbonate, any metal, bicarbonate or carbonate, okay, suppose magnesium carbonate will be given, okay, so then you can see magnesium chloride, water, carbon dioxide. Water, carbon dioxide is compulsory for each case. So by this way you need to learn. Here there is nothing to understand, very easy thing, but you need to remember the reactions. Here also hydrogen, the hydrogen carbonate of sodium and potassium, decomposition of sulfides and bisulfides. Here also reaction with chlorides and nitrates. Remember these reactions, these are very important. Okay students, if you not understand, you call me. Thank you.